Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to High Quality Trades. This is the channel where I provide top-notch technical analysis on the stock market, where we go over simple support and resistance levels, trend line breaks, and pattern formations. And I give you the price targets of where price is headed in the coming days. So stick around if you want to know exactly where the stock market is headed. Okay, in today's video, we will be going over the SPY, the QQQs, the VIX, and NVDA stock. First up, we have the SPY on the 4-hour time frame. Today, the SPY closed at 558.30. It reached a high of 561.65 and a low of 555.04. We were negative 0.58% on the day. Alright guys, what is price currently doing? Well, it does look like the SPY is falling below its support level here at 555.27. This is bearish for price to fall lower down towards 550.16 in the coming days. And if the SPY cannot hold this 550 level, then we will fall lower down towards 547.55. We do have this rising 200 period moving average that will act as some support as price comes towards it. Now this is all the bearish scenario. If price does manage to hold this 555 level and push higher, then we do have resistance up here at 561.73. Then we could go and attack this gap again that doesn't fill until around 564.40. That would be bullish for price if we could fill this gap and push higher onto new all-time highs. We do have this falling broadening wedge on the charts that we still have not gotten a full pattern completion of. If we just take the opening and move it over, it does signal price to hit that 575.74 level in the coming days. So if we bring up our MACD and our RSI, the MACD is approaching the zero line and about to cross through it with the coming bars. This is bearish for price to continue pushing lower in the market. The RSI is falling lower towards the overbought level, so that is still bearish for price. Now if we go into the 15-minute time frame, price is below its 200 period on the 15-minute. As long as this moving average continues its downward sloping movement, then price will continue to fall lower. We are quite extended from it at the current moment, so if we do move back up towards it, it will act as resistance. Ultimately, price needs to get back above its 200 period moving average on the 15-minute to continue pushing higher. As long as we remain below it, it is bearish for price. Alright guys, that is it for the SPY. Let's go over the QQQs on the 4-hour time frame. So the QQQs had quite the day. We did break below our support level here at 473.81. And then fell to our next support level down here at 465.13. If this level can hold as support, it does mean that we'll push back up towards that 473.81 level. If we can break that level, we would continue pushing higher. It does look like we have a trend line on the charts forming that if price can break this, we will continue pushing higher. That would be bullish for price. But if 465.13 breaks and we fall lower tomorrow, we don't have any support until 458.56, and if that level breaks, we could fall all the way down towards 452.47. If we bring up the MACD and our RSI, the MACD is below the zero line and pushing further into negative territory. The RSI is approaching the overbought level, which is slightly bullish for price. As we approach overbought, the buyers will step in and push price back up. Now, if we drop down into the 15-minute time frame, the QQQs is below its 200 period moving average. So as long as this moving average continues its downward momentum, it will hold price down and price will continue to break through supports. Ultimately, we need to get back above this 200 period moving average and needs to start sloping back up to continue moving higher in the market. If we do something like this, that would be bullish for price to come back up and attack this 484.45 level. Alrighty, that is it for the QQQs. Let's go over the VIX. Now the VIX on the 4-hour time frame. The VIX fell down towards support yesterday. at 1573. With this morning's price action, it did push higher towards its next resistance level of 1723. Looks like we did fill our gap here on the 15-minute time frame, and it is acting as resistance. So as long as the VIX remains below 1723, that does mean it'll head back down towards the 1537 level. Our 15-minute 200 period moving average is just moving sideways at the moment, so this is a cautious period until price signals where it's going to go. Now if we go back into the 4-hour time frame, not the 8-hour, and bring up our MACD and the RSI. The MACD is approaching that zero line and about to cross through it with the next coming bars. This is bearish for the market and bullish for the VIX to continue pushing higher. If we do get above this 1723 level, then our next resistance level is at 1933. Now remember, we do have this giant gap to fill that doesn't fill till around 3866. It is out here on the daily time frame, but this gap will need to be filled at some point. Okay, that is it for the VIX. Now NVDA had earnings today, which they did beat, but price did fall. If we go into the 4-hour time frame, NVDA has been stuck in between support and resistance for the past few days. With earnings today, we did fall below its 123.95 support level and headed down towards the next support at 115.08. Price is currently holding this level, but if it breaks, we will be headed down towards 109.23. If we look at our MACD, it is crossing through the zero line and about to head into negative territory. This is bearish to continue pushing price lower in the coming days. The RSI is approaching its overbought level, but is not fallen below the 30 level yet, so it could head even lower tomorrow and the next day. If we drop down into the 15-minute time frame, NVIDIA is below its 200 period moving average and it's increasing its downward slope. If NVIDIA cannot get back above its 200 period moving average, we will be stuck breaking through supports and headed lower. We are quite extended from the 200 period moving average, so if price does come back up towards resistance here at 121.73, just be aware that as long as this moving average is continuing to slope downwards, it will act as resistance as price comes near it. Alright guys, and with that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching high quality trades, and I'll see you in the next. Goodbye.